Have you ever wondered what it's like to edit like a pro? Today I'm going to teach you how to edit on Final Cut Pro using just a few clips. Alrighty, so here's my Final Cut Pro with no footage on it or anything, so let's start by importing some footage. First we have to make a new library. I'm going to title this Communications How-To, and I'm going to save it to my desktop. Okay, after that we're going to import media, and I am just going to go into one of my folders here. So let's take these two clips, import selected. We are just going to keep the clips the same. Now we're going to do File, New Project, same title, click OK, and then now we are in this project that we want to use. I'm just going to take this first clip here and drag it into the timeline. Same thing with this second one. And for today, I'm just going to turn the volume down on those clips. And you do that by dragging this little bar right here down all the way to -infinity. So first we're going to take this clip, and I just want to shorten it a little bit. So you want to put your cursor where the clip ends or begins, and it'll show this little icon right here. And I'm just going to drag it just a little bit to where it's right before this girl bringing the flowers to our coach. And then I'm going to skim through, and right here I notice this is the spot that I want to chop the clip. So I'm going to click B on my keyboard and slice it right there. Then I'm going to click A on my keyboard and trim that clip again just to get it to a spot where she is out of the frame. Then I'm going to go find another part of the clip, click B again, click A again after I slice that clip, and then I'm just going to delete that whole section there. So we have just that. This next section is them opening presents, so I'm going to shorten it just a little bit to where we don't see the flowers anymore. I might go in and slice it so that it goes by faster, and then same thing, click A, delete. So then we just have this clip of them starting to open the presents. I'm going to slice it right there, click B, slice, and then scroll to where they both start to open. Delete that middle section because we don't need it. I'm gonna do another little bit of slicing. Editing is mainly a lot of slicing, a lot of deleting, and just trying to find clips that fit together. Same thing, click B, click slice. I'm gonna scroll to the spot I want, and right there is where she pulls the present out of the bag, so we're gonna delete all of that. And right there you see they're holding a cup. Then after that, once they show it, click B, select where I want it to cut, and then I will go here to where they start to dig back into the bag. Click A, delete this clip. They pull out, it looks like a sweatshirt, and then I'll clip it there, B, A, drag it through the timeline again, and that looks like the end of the clip. So we're just going to delete that. So now we just have these few clips of them at the banquet receiving their gifts. Now to kind of spice it up a little bit, we're going to add in some transitions. So if you follow my cursor over here, you click this little infinity sign. This is called the transitions browser, so we're going to click on that. And then it normally pulls you up into the all category. And today we're just going to use cross dissolve. It's one of the simplest transitions in here, so we're going to click that. We're going to drag that to where they go from the flowers to the present bag. And then I like a shorter transition, so we're just going to shorten it the same way we did in the beginning. I didn't like that, so let's make it just a little bit longer. If we play it from the beginning, there you can see they kind of dissolve into each other. And then let's try another one. Let's do fade. So we're going to do the fade to color. And we're just going to do that in between the two clips of them opening the gifts. See how it kind of faded into black right there in the middle of the two? Those are two very simple transitions that you can use on Final Cut. Another thing I'm going to show you guys is adding in text. So we're going to go in here at the end of the clip, go to this T right here, which is a text box, and then we're just going to do the basic lower third text. We're going to drag that over this clip right here. Same thing that we did in the beginning with the little icon and shortening it because we don't need it super long. And I'm going to put it right at the start of this clip So I'm going to highlight this clip, go over here, click this little icon, and type in the text that I want it to say. I want it to say thank you, and then I'm going to make it just a little bit smaller. Perfect. So then when we go back, it brings it up on the screen automatically. There are a bunch of different texts and transitions you can do with those texts. For now, I'm just going to leave it to dissolve in and dissolve out. Okay, now that I taught you how to do some basic editing, let's watch it. As I said, this was just some very basic, simple, getting to learn Final Cut and the way it works. There are so many different things you can do to these videos. You can color correct, add more text, add moving text, you can make the pictures move. Just so many different things you can do, but this is just a good start, so thank you for watching.